I give you guys all these recipes, but if you don't know the amount and how to balance it throughout your day, you're not going to be gaining as much weight as you should be.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me, still with the
We're not going to be crafting an entire meal plan in this video. I'm just going to show you how to know the amount of proteins and carbohydrates, the macronutrients, the amount you need in order to help you gain weight, how to calculate that. Macronutrients are the nutrients your body needs in order to survive. Those are carbohydrates, proteins, and dietary fats. I'm going to be using my body weight for example. And that's how you're going to know how to calculate it. So let's go. So we're going to be doing this, and I'm going to put the calculator over the screen so you can see exactly what I mean and you could follow that. I currently weigh 63 kg, and so to get the amount of proteins or macronutrients I would need throughout the day to grow bigger or to gain weight is what we are about to do. Okay, so now the first things first, you're going to take the protein. So optimally, your body needs about 1 gram to 1.2 grams to gain weight. But if you're looking to build muscle, people like to go higher. So people can go from 1.2 grams to 2.4 grams of protein daily intake to build more muscle. But if you look small, to start from 1 gram, okay? If you start from 1 gram of protein, that's very okay. So now I'm going to be doing the calculations, and like I said, I'm going to put it on the screen so you're going to see exactly how we're getting to where we're getting. Okay, so 63 kg, and in pounds, that's 138.891 pounds. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to calculate the whole thing to pounds so you know exactly how to go about it. So do not fret. Okay, so now I know my weight in pounds, and now we know that we want to start off with about 1 gram of protein for daily intake. That's the ratio we look for per pound of body weight. And when you say per pound, it means for each pound you're taking 1 gram of protein. And if I'm taking 1 gram of protein per each pound, it means my daily intake of protein is supposed to be around 138.891 grams. Okay, so I need to take that amount of protein in a day because per pound is 1 gram. So per 138.891 pounds is going to be 1 times that amount, which will give you the same amount. So that's the amount of protein I'm supposed to be taking on a daily basis to gain weight. Fats are also necessary, and they are used to regulate hormonal production and also keep your body healthy. Your hair and all the vitamins come from your fats. If you're trying to gain weight, the amount of fat you'll be needing will actually be around 0.4 grams to 0.6. Some people go higher, but I don't recommend that. But it depends on whatever you want to do. If you're looking to build more muscle, you might need to go higher. The whole ratio of this protein intake, it varies with person and with the type of work they do. So if an athlete comes to me to get a meal plan, I will not give them this type of meal plan because their own meal plans will have to be different. So most of these meal plans and most of how we calculate it, how I'm calculating it, is because I have a basic routine. I don't have any weightlifting that I'm doing right now, so my protein intake doesn't need to be so high. But if I start going to the gym, I'll have to up my protein levels so that I could build more muscle. And yeah, so now when it comes to fat, I'm usually doing 0.3 for now. So 0.3 grams times 138.891 pounds, because it's 0.3 grams per pound, okay, per pound of body weight. So when you multiply that by that amount on the screen, you're going to see it's going to be 41.6673 thereabouts. So that's the amount of fat I'm supposed to be taking as of now, and that's how you calculate it. And moving on to carbohydrates. When it comes to carbohydrates are the source of energy for your body. Technically, if your body has no carbohydrates, your body is going to start converting fats to gain energy. That's why when people are trying to lose weight, they tell them to cut carbs so that their body will use the fats as a source of energy. But if you're trying to gain weight, you don't want your body using up the fats as a source of energy, so you need to eat more carbs so that your body has a source of energy to keep regulating. And even if you're doing home workouts or whatever work you're doing, it's not taking so much from you. So it's actually nice to have your carbohydrate intake. Carbohydrate differs from the rest. Okay, so they all have a ratio in which you take them. But for carbohydrates, it depends on the kind of workouts you're doing. If you're somebody that does hard workouts and maybe workouts that take about 30 minutes or more, it's recommended that you take your carbohydrates from about 1.5 grams to 1.75. Okay, so you multiply that by the pound of body weight to get the amount of carbohydrates you're supposed to be getting daily. And for somebody like that does moderate workouts, I don't really do a lot of workouts, so my workouts are from anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes, and the highest is like 20 minutes. Okay, so for me, I normally do my carbohydrates, the way I ratioed it is at 1.5 grams, so it's 1.5 times my body weight in pound, and that will give you 208.3365. Okay, so that's like how you calculate it, and that's how you will know what to eat and how to eat and the amount to eat the macronutrients in order to gain weight. There's so much that we could discuss about macronutrients. There's a lot to learn, their types, and they're good and they're bad. For instance, when we talk about carbs, we know they're good and they're bad carbs, and if you don't know they are something, well, there's something like that. The good carbs are the unprocessed carbs, and anything that's processed is a bad carb. And sometimes when you're on a meal plan or a meal diet, you're meant to cut off all the bad carbs, and that's when you call it healthy. Okay, so you try to keep it healthy, you don't want the junk and all of that processed carbs and all of that. So yeah, that's how it is. But that's how you start off, by understanding how to produce a meal plan. So now that you know the amount of macronutrients you need to be taking according to your body weight to gain more weight, you now know how to craft out your meal plan to suit your purposes and your intentions. If you still have issues with it, you could always chat me up. You could always contact me. I have my details in the description. You can check that and you could contact me and I could walk you through it. So that's basically how you calculate it. It's quite simple. You could just follow through step by step and you'll be on your way to understanding more of it. If you want to see a video on how to actually plan or draft out a meal plan, especially if you're Nigerian, then you let me know in the comments and we can talk about it sometime. If you also want a crafted out meal plan to suit you and you don't have time to make it or time to do it, or you don't know how to go about doing it, you can just let me know and I can help you guys with that, and yeah, we could go from there. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you're new to the channel, hi there, my name is Girl Kenzie. I'm excited that you tuned in to watch my video, and I hope you will take our time to stay with the family. If you're an older returning subscriber, I love you so much and I'm glad to share my knowledge and all that I know with you guys. I hope I see you all in my next video. Bye for now.